Alright, who's ready?
You ready? I'm ready. Let's get it, my bag on heavy. I'm zoom to Fetty. My pockets look full, not empty. You loaded, I'm loaded. We never gon' fold, you know it. That's fast right there, go quote it. It's coke, we goaded.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another weekly watch list for February 7th, 2022. Alright, it was insane last week with earnings. We saw Facebook hit the jackpot. Same with Spotify. And then Friday, we saw Amazon go up like crazy. I hope you guys played any of those lottos. Be safe with them, be smart with them. But hey, you never know what happens to earnings, right? And that's why it's so volatile. That's why it's crazy. And that's why we played the pre-up, run-up before earnings, right? So look, before we get into the earnings this week, let's talk about crypto, right? We got Bitcoin here at $41,600 right now, right? That's insane. Look at the 5-day chart. It gained about 5 grand the last 24 hours. That's insane, right? I don't know what's going to happen next year. It might be another plus 5,000, maybe another drop very soon, but we'll see. That is crypto for you. If you want to play something smaller, Ethereum. Ethereum is nice. It's it's hit a low at 2,400 the last few weeks. I bought some there. Now it's back up to 3 grand. Once again, I don't know what's going up or down. Do your due diligence. Follow the crypto god. Message me who that is. I'll let you know who that is. He is the crypto god, right? But yeah, that's your crypto announcement for this week. But let's get into the earnings, right? I'm eyeing a few great stocks companies in the next few days here. First one we have Net Cloudflare. It's some sort of security company. Um, a lot of tech companies are licensed through Cloudflare. They used their security software. And I don't know what's going to happen to Net, but let's do the pre-earnings run-up, right? So Net, they report on Thursday, right? This Thursday, 2:10 after hours. So now, depending on the markets, it could be really bullish or bearish, but it's been quite a volatile market lately. So be careful if you want to commit to calls or puts. It could flip the other way within hours intraday. Okay, guys? So some ideas for you guys. I'm looking at $120 calls, right? These are out of the money calls. That's somewhat cheap, but the idea is you'll get volatility out of the premiums, meaning Vega, right? If you guys know your Greeks, Vega will go up immensely because people are buying them, people are selling them. There's a lot of price action within that stock, right? So that's the point of buying out of the money calls or puts so that you gain that extrinsic value, right? So that's your 120 calls. Or if you think the market's going to go the other way, hey, let's play puts, right? You got $9 or 85 puts. Those are relatively cheap. Depending on the market, guys, calls or puts can print here. Now, I don't recommend swinging them until unless you think the continuation will be the same direction, bull or bear for you, right? For the play that you made. I would, if I see I make profit for that day, I'm gonna sell it. Maybe I'll go back in the next day. But be careful, this is on Thursday, so the pre-runners might run up pretty well here in the first two trading days of the week, but we'll see, right? The next one, Disney. Who does not love the mouse, right? So this stock has been beaten up since their last earnings, but that's okay. We might see a rebound here. So far, like the $150 calls. Um, my friend JB, he went to Disneyland the other day, $15 beer. that's profit. You know, right? $15 churro, well, that's profit. So I'm pretty bullish on that. I like the 150 calls. You know, if the market's going bear, 130 is your safe bet here, right? So that's Disney, right? Next one, you got Twilio. Oh, excuse me. Disney reports on Wednesday, right? On 2/9 after hours. So that's some context for you guys, right? Next one, we got Twilio, right? They also report on Wednesday, 2/9 after hours. Um, Software company. I don't know what they do, but we've seen, we saw, we saw ServiceNow and Altazion was that Team, right? These are both software companies beat earnings as well so far this quarter in the last 2 weeks. You know, if Now and Team beat, Twilio could definitely beat, um, and they have actually been beaten up since their all-time highs. So you don't know if they might climb back up, but I would bet on calls here. You know, if I were to go bet on calls, I would look at the 220 or 230 out of money calls, maybe 250. You know, depending on what goes on there. Okay, so that's Twilio. All right. The last one we got Ddog. Right, they report on Friday, 2/11 pre-market. I don't like pre-market earnings, but some companies they can do well. But I will most likely play the pre-earnings run up here. These guys are not too far behind from their all-time highs, but there could be some movement within the week. So I'm looking at 180 calls or 185 out of money. Just get that premium action going on, right? So yeah, we got Cloudflare, Disney, Twilio, and Datadog, right? These four companies I'll be most certainly watching within the week. So there's that. All right, guys. We got one last thing to talk about here, and that is the Fed rate monitor tool, right? Y'all been hearing about this on Josh's stream on the Stock Market Live, right? Uncle Answers, right? You know him, we know him. Josh Answers. Hey, he's been talking about this tool for quite some time now, and I think it's very, very useful. Um, but basically, guys, Jay Powell on the next FOMC meeting in March, he's going to raise rates at least 25 basis points, right? That's inevitable. But listen, he might say, hey, 25 is cool, but we might go more up here. We might be looking at 50 or 75 basis points. That might happen, right? He might think, oh, this economy, this nation could definitely survive with 75 basis points hike. That could happen, right? So we're looking at the futures here for Fed rates. On Friday, it jumped back up to 34% or 33.7%, right? We saw earlier in the week, last week, it hit about 8%, right? There 8% chance that we get 50 or 75 basis points hike. But Friday, something happens, it jumped up to 34%, right? So that's what we're looking at, guys. I, you guys know the site, investing.com, central banks, Fed rate monitor, bookmark it, look at it, refresh it every 30 minutes or so. But this is a really useful indicator. In fact, this indicator is what matters the most right now in this volatile market, right? We got about 5 weeks, 3 days left until that happens. So keep an eye on it, guys. Um, this is going to be really interesting. Um, Never know what's going to happen throughout the next 5 weeks. So, guys, the Fed rate monitor tool. Okay, guys. But yeah, guys, this is it for my weekly video. Make sure you like it, subscribe, follow Stock Market Lives, follow the trading fraternity, and follow me, Nephew Answers. All right, guys. All right, guys, stay safe out there. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.